if we want to think about financial inclusion, then we need to really focus in on the lived experience of the financially excluded. I think we need to understand what are the real challenges they're living into and facing, and not just assume we understand what's going on with them. Joe Garner, the CEO of Nationwide, he recognized that left to its own devices, open banking would simply allow people with money and choices to have more money and more choices. And he asked the question, well, what about the financially struggling? So he created, and then I architected Open Banking for Good. But the beauty of Open Banking for Good was that it was grounded. We brought together fintechs with charities and understood or really deepen our exploration of what is the lived experience of these people. If we want to really consider the financial inclusion and financial exclusion, we really need to bring them in to be part of the creative process. I think that open banking needs to move out from being a fintech technology to being a lifestyle technology. And the example I like around this is digital maps. When Ordnance Survey released digital maps, their offering was to allow you to put in your postcode so that you could print a map with you at the center. Now Google came along, not a mapping company, but they understood how important location was in many different aspects of people's daily lives. And people went from using, like myself, I'd use a map twice a year to using it 10 times a day. And at the moment in lockdown, I'm probably still using it 5 or 6 times a day. And in the same way, I think that to realize the potential of open banking, what we need to do is lower the barriers of access to it and basically allow it to be played with, especially with non-financial services companies, and actually open up for lifestyle companies. There's the question, why the application's uninspiring? And I think, unfortunately, it's because too often they're created in the financial services world and they're not really created as part of people's daily lives.
I think Nationwide have been, and Joe has been quite a pioneer and a pioneering thinker in this sector as well. And this agenda is only going to move forward when you've got large organizations such as Nationwide and others who start to take the lead. It's too easy for us to get onto Zoom calls and do webinars, as well-intentioned as they are. But our purpose is almost to make sure that we're giving the oxygen to organizations and encourage the fact that this is a movement that is going to have to happen for societal change. It's such a seismic opportunity that we've got, and organizations such as yours, Helen, and others have just got to carry on pushing constantly with all the stakeholders, with politicians, and Chris does that, I know, within the House of Lords at every opportunity. This is a moment in time that we can change society because technology will allow us to do that. So let's grab it and let's make sure that we do something with it.